Keep coming.
Hey everyone, welcome back to drybonesgarage. This episode is a part of a series where my dad and I take a 63 Corvair and turn it into a hot rod. In this episode we try to create a better deck lid mold based off of lessons learned from the past, and we also learned a few new things along the way. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you at the end of the episode.
We're at a crossroad and we have some opportunities. This we know is problematic. This was our first time trying anything having to do with fiberglass. We utilized some bad information and started with a bad product, right?
Right.
We've got a much better base here. This one is actually solid and relatively clean. It's in good shape, though the paint is not. I was looking at this the other day. What do you think about just casting that piece over again, trying again, using lessons learned? Do you want to try and save that one? Or do you want to just clean slate it, start fresh?
Do you think it would take less effort to start fresh again? Or
They're both
take
going
less
to be a
time?
fair amount of effort. That said, I think we'd probably end up with a better product if we did clean slate. Or we could just literally bolt this on. I mean, this is in decent shape. You know, you have the holes in your trunk, but you've also got your drains are intact. So what water did get in there, we can go either way. We can make a new one that's just a flat deck. We can bolt this one on, or we can try and fix that one. But I gotta admit, I'm really concerned about that one on several different levels. What's your thinking? You want to run with the vents, eliminate them, try casting again?
Eliminate the vents.
All right, I'll get some glass ordered, some epoxy, and we'll go from there.
Here we're preparing to move the 64 Corvair inside. My sister also decided to come out and help us that day. What are you doing?
Cleaning up the gun.
Yeah, I'm cleaning up the really gross gun.
Oh,
Don't ever do this again, please. This is so difficult to clean.
I wasn't the one that used it, but okay.
This is a warning for both of you. This ruins the gun.
What exactly happened that it got so wrecked, do you think?
I left a bunch of paint, primer, maybe clear coat to dry on it. Can get in important parts of the gun and it can wreck it if you can't clean it properly. Or at least get to it early.
Okay.
So I have to scrape it off now. Stop it. Get some help.
Stop it. Get some help.
Wasn't that Michael Jordan? Wasn't he wearing like a yellow suit?
I don't know.
I swear he was. What's that effect called? Like where you think everyone like when everybody thought Pikachu had like a black stripe on his tail, but he
The
actually doesn't.
Mandela effect?
Yeah, that's what I think that is.
What are you yapping on about?
We got way off topic.
Yeah.
I see that.
Erin's not too familiar with the tractor, so Dad decided to have her practice a little bit.
More. Forks down, get your boom down. Push that forward. A little more. Okay, come in. I didn't think you'd want to do this. Keep coming. Not as far in as I prefer to be.
What is that?
That's your transverse spring. That was the first step into really improving the handling characteristics of these things.
Why'd you cut it out?
Because I didn't want it gouging up the floor, and we're not going to reuse that.
Oh. It's a core of.
Anymore, it ain't.
Now it's just a core.
Core.
Reminds me of the door handles.
These are made out of soft metal. They can only take so much deflection
Yeah.
and tension on them.
Like screws.
Nails? When you bang the nail in place?
No, like when I've tried to take them off of the Corvair and whatnot, sometimes they'll get like, they're so stuck in there that I try to twist it and the metal's so soft on the screw that the cross
Just gives
does,
rather than.
yeah. The little cross doesn't look so much like a cross anymore. Or X, or whatever you want to call it. How do you put these on?
Line them up with the holes and
Hammer them in?
gently tap in. Just hold on with tension. Whole freaking episode's gonna be me playing with this darn thing.
We're already 12 minutes in.
Like I said,
With just this piece?
No,
that's a pin.
a pin.
Yeah, that's just a round pin. No access in there, so
Woo! What?
came in one piece. Holy crap. Starting to get nervous.
While Dad and I sanded the paint off, my sister messed off some of the outside trim.
What is that?
I'm not good at masking.
What the?
I fixed it on the other side.
You already fixed it with a sledgehammer.
That's one of the things that Greg said that I needed to work on was masking.
You think?
Can we do this with just one piece? No way. Well, we're looking at that deck lid that we made, and we are not happy with the final result that we have to date. The amount of work and material that it'll take to make that right, I think, is beyond a reasonable limit in relation to clean slate doing it again with a better base for the mold. The other one was really rusty. It was somewhat deformed. We didn't have any kind of a lip at all. This one actually does have a decent lip. We've learned a few things. Learned quite a few things, I think, actually, but to articulate it all would be... I guess what it boils down to is better prep is better results. We have a better understanding of how to prep this stuff, so we're gonna try one more time to come up with a good product and actually have it separate from the mold. We've got a couple coats of parting paste down. I put some final touch wax down, and now I've got a little bit of dressing that we're putting down. Hopefully this will act as lubricant and give us a nice easy release when we get to a point this thing is setting up and getting ready to peel off. So one last try. Hopefully this will be a lessons learned episode with a happy ending rather than a holy crap, we got more to learn.
It's turning in the bottle.
Yep, it's starting to set up a little bit.
That smell smells familiar. It reminds me of last winter.
We're kind of picking an inconvenient time to do this, considering it's going to be awfully warm. The short sleeve, the pores are going to be open, man. This is going to be itchy.
At least it'll be able to set up because it's not winter or cold.
This thing does not push as easy as your car.
Is that because there's more in it?
Well, that one tire is nearly flat. That probably helps. Okay, get those brushes ready. I don't want to run all of it because we may end up setting this up before we can use all of it.
So we're just gonna put this stuff on painted?
For right now, just get it down, and then we'll lay that sheet over it and actually start pouring it in. Yeah, this stuff looks like it doesn't want to stick too good to the metal, so.
That's a good sign. What about the tapes, ridges?
Yeah, that's got me a little nervous because it doesn't seem to be wanting to lift off of that. You ready?
Is this the right way? I feel like it should go the other way. Well, too late now.
That's fine.
The smaller roller for the smaller person.
Sure you work the details.
Is that the ridge?
Yes. I think you're right. We probably should have turned this 90 degrees, but I know there was one. I think it was this one that was a little on the small side, so.
Yeah, there's a bit of it on the end.
Start making sure we got coverage here, kiddo, too.
Well, I thought you wanted me to just focus on the details.
Not. Pay attention to them. Don't focus to the detriment of all else. Don't be afraid to get it in there.
I'm trying to. Is this the right side?
It looks like it to me.
Oh, fudge, I
Forgot the gloves.
Genius.
Would you like me to grab you a
It's a
pair?
little late now.
Okay. We're gonna cut this one out too, or cut around the edges.
Cut around the edges.
Yeah, because there's a lot of overlap with the fiberglass.
We want it to
Overlap, so we don't have any weak joints or points in the,
Oh,
in
right.
the mold.
Because this is a mold of the mold, not the mold, or not the,
Yeah.
or mold, or, you know what I'm saying.
We want it coming down this way. It's starting to gel up. We gotta keep moving.
Trying to figure out where the hood ends. Oh,
See it?
I see where you stopped, kind of. So,
That's where it ends.
Are you good? You got enough?
I think.
Okay.
So
All right.
this takes me back. That probably sounds silly to you.
Exactly what you're...
So, see that delineation?
You mean this line right
That
here?
line right there, yes.
I think I'm figuring it out.
That's the end of the deck lid.
Maybe just made this a little hotter than I intended to.
Don't you normally do that?
I tend to do it with the mud.
Do you think this should go a little quicker,
Do I think what should go?
this,
What do you mean?
than last time?
What do you mean? It should go? I think it is going quicker than we did last time. But it's also a first sight warmer. We've got some practice. Don't take it so far over, kiddo. Just enough. There you go. Make sure you get it all the way over, kiddo. This whole corner is dry. Be afraid to ask for more if you need it. Better we have too much of this stuff on the piece than not enough. I don't like this corner.
Oop, oop. I was accidentally taking another one with me.
Shoot, 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 shoot.
Did you accidentally?
Too much too low on the deck. It's running off rather than soaking in. And I went too far up.
I'm actually not doing too bad. Unless I'm so high on the
I like the
fumes.
smell.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't really like it a whole lot.
I think you had said that before. You prefer the smell of the metal, and
Yeah.
I used to like that a lot too, but it's getting to a point now where too much of the welding, you know, the outgassing from the welding process is just
Messing with you now?
tearing me up. I'll be coughing for days after a good fabrication day. Can't say I'm happy about that. That was a fumble on my part. I knew we should have took it to the front of the car rather than off the back. Oi,
Oh, I'm trying to get the air bubbles out.
we can work them out.
It's getting easier to soak these, I think.
That's why I told you not to worry so much about the air bubbles in that last one. We're still rolling with it, and as this stuff is setting up, you know, we're working it in. That said, you do have a lot of air bubbles in there right now. You got a lot of juice. Holy crap.
Yes, I do. Would you like some of my lemonade? It looks more like tea than it does lemonade, but I like lemonade.
Is that covering?
I think
You got everything you need?
barely.
We want barely on the backside. Are you getting what I'm thinking? Do you see the end game? Why I asked you to make those strips?
Do you want me to put the strips on those like last time?
Those are just going to add a little bit more rigidity to this mold to hopefully combat or mitigate deformation.
Why are you wrapping it in that instead of masking tape like last time?
Because the shrink wrap is forgiving. It'll let these slats move and form and bend with the panel. At least in theory they will. So hopefully these will take the shape of the deck lid fairly easily because they're not sticking together, they're just being stacked, if that makes sense, and bound very lightly.
Ooh, hello. There we go.
Start working that down with what's available. You're probably gonna need a brush for those. Yep, I'm starting to feel the itchy. Woo.
I'm having a hard time trying to push all this down.
Just keep working it in. Hopefully, we'll have enough lessons learned that this thing, as it sets up, will actually mostly peel itself away and be very rigid when it does. Whoo-wee! Mother of fight might be a nice way of putting it.
What do we do with all this fiberglass?
Garbage. Well, actually, that's usable sizes, isn't it? Yeah, let's just leave those. There we go. Get your hands wedged in under that.
That startled me. That came out pretty.
I'd say this was a win.
Yeah, look at that. That was so much easier.
Better than the last one.
But we did have success with this hood.
We're a lot happier with this mold than we were the last one.
Yeah. And
Still a little dry in this corner.
yeah,
Kiddo.
there's still a bit of ridge that I can feel in here.
We knew that was coming though. We'll just dress that up. We'll body work the piece when we pull it out. We'll have to clean this, smooth it. Try and get a nice, as glossy surface as possible.
Yeah.
And then we'll just wax the snot out of this thing again once we've cut it back to the shape that we need. Get rid of all this excess.
Yeah.
We'll just cut it, polish it, and that's all we're gonna do. We're gonna clean this up and then polish it and snot the crap out of it and make our piece. We'll use the parting paste according to directions, and then we'll come back and we'll use like some final touch like we did here. Once we broke out of the, away from the tape, broke that bond with the tape, the piece almost fell off the car.
Yeah.
But we had to break that adhesion with the tape, which I knew was coming. I think we had discovered that the last time around, that the tape, for whatever reason, even with the wax on it, tended to adhere. Okay, on second review here, we noticed a couple of flaws in the mold, and I think a couple of additional lessons learned. If you look really close in here, you'll see that we had some distortion where we put the bracing in, and there's just a subtle hint of it. You can't really see, but you can feel it right where the bracing crossed. Over here it feels pretty good, but I think in retrospect, if we do this again, what we'll probably do is make a full mold of our piece, and then we'll come back the following day or something of the sort, let this fully cure, and then add in more bracing if we do this in the future. But if this is something you decide to do, it might be something you want to keep in mind. So to get this to release the way we got it to release, we used 3 coats of parting paste, and then I came back with some Final Touch, which is McGuire's product. I don't know what anybody else uses, but it's a spray wax. And then after that, I actually used tire dressing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of triple lubed. And where the tape wasn't, the piece separated very nicely. So
Where'd you get the idea for the tire the tire dressing?
I had so many different suggestions. People were using different things.
Oh, was it from our comment section?
Yeah, I think it came straight from the comments section. I know one guy was talking about shoe polish. I was going to try that, but on Amazon, shoe polish is ridiculous. And you know me and driving. I won't drive unless I absolutely have to anymore.
Yeah.
Or it's
Unless it's in the Malibu.
the Malibu. But yeah, we'll be probably setting to this to the side for a little bit. It's supposed to get really hot, really sticky. It's
We're
actually
coming into
starting to warm
August.
up and get uncomfortable now. We'll probably set this aside for a little bit cooler weather. We don't want cold because then nothing sets up and nothing works, but fiberglass is blazing miserable work. I don't want to do it in the August heat and mug.
Yeah.
So we'll probably save this for mid-September to go any farther on this. That should give us October, November of hopefully decent weather.
Do you remember the 21st night of September?
No, I don't.
It's the song, Dad.
Oh, I was going to say, I ain't no clock watcher. What are you talking about? You know me and dates.
Yeah.
It's my birthday. Didn't that just happen? Oh, it's our anniversary? Oops.
But that's about all.
For now, I think we got exactly what we needed out of this. We got a nice hard ridge, defines the ends. We didn't cut this one, so we don't have to guess. Just cut right back to that ridge. This is going to be a bit of a problem because it kept pulling away till I taped it up, and even then it isn't great, and our penetration feels funky. This is going to be, that back ridge is going to be a pain in our backsides. We're going to end up body working that in the end. But this is so much better than what we were starting with on the last one. I think our end product's going to be light years improved.
Yeah.
So I'm happy about this.
Well, that's about all, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, then please make sure to give us a like on YouTube. And if you want to see more of what we're going to be doing with the deck lid in the future, please make sure to subscribe. If you guys want to see what we've done with the deck lid in the past, I'll leave a link in the description. And we also have a Facebook too, if you guys want to check that out. With that all being said, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Stay hydrated, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Wait, do you not want Amanda to know?
Not yet.
Oh, well, the microphone's on.
Oh. Part on it.